Hello everyone, this is Jim Ogrozinski with your Week 9 Screencast video. So as we wrap up Unit 2, now we're moving into Unit 3, which is our proposal argument unit. And I begin here as we begin the second half of the semester. Unit 3 is where we begin with a discussion about the purpose of higher education. Often now the real purpose of a college education gets lost in the struggles of the day-to-day routine of completing homework, quizzes, tests, projects, speeches, and even, yes, essay assignments. So not to mention paying tuition and the cost of textbooks. On top of all of that, we've got a pandemic that's transformed the way professors teach and students learn. So according to medical experts and science, widespread vaccine coverage is not expected until the third quarter of 2021, all of which means that a return to pre-pandemic campus life might take quite a while. So this is usually a robust discussion in this unit about the purposes of higher education. So our schedule for the week is going to consist of two discussion boards, discussion board number 10 and discussion board number 11. Initial posts are due Tuesday and Friday with all responses due on Sunday. So let me get over to the course unit, into the proposal unit here. All right, so as I say in the overview, of all the academic genres, the proposal relies on a rhetorical situation for its structure and content. From a research proposal to an argument, understanding the varied structures and relationships found in the academic proposal and is an effective tool for both your college courses and beyond. Okay? Whether it's solving a problem, providing a solution, or announcing the purpose and scope of a research topic, the proposal demonstrates your ability to communicate in any situation. In my workplace writing class here at COD, I do teach a proposal as a setup for the project that all the students have to write their big formal report project. All right. So the objectives here are: describe a manageable problem of consequence that allows you to explore convincing solutions. Identify the rhetorical situation where the proposal argument is appropriate or required, and demonstrate the seriousness of the problem and the proposed solutions utilizing strong evidence. So this particular essay, we are going to integrate sources. So be aware, we are using outside sources. I'll get to that in just a minute. So our readings and learning materials will be two articles. Charles Murray's article about should the Obama generation drop out. And then we have the 7 misperceptions of the liberal arts. The PDFs are attached here to the learning materials. And I have a brief explanation of those two. As always, we have the Red Comp Warrior textbook. So you're going to want to take a look in the textbook. Here is the target assessment, which is writing a proposal. So the topic for this particular essay assignment is a problem that you have experienced so far in attending community college, or a problem about higher education as a whole. So the inquiry questions here are: what is the problem and what should be done about it? Problem, solution. Okay. So the task is to write a proposal essay by integrating outside sources to help resolve a problem you care about in higher education. You can use personal experiences as academic evidence to support your argument. Remember, personal experience as evidence to support the argument. This is not a narrative about your life in college and your journey so far. So let's be clear about that. Identifying a problem, finding solutions, preferably a serious problem, as I say here, seriousness of the problem, which means that it's going to affect more than just one person, right? So the seriousness of the problem that you might find ways to solve these problems over alternatives. So there's a great deal of critical thinking in this particular essay assignment. You have to use 3 outside sources and integrate those, okay, to support your argument on the problem and the solutions. You're going to need an MLA works cited page in the final essay assessment. So you want to make sure that you do read this assessment and be aware of exactly what is required of you at the end of the unit. Okay, we'll cover this again later on when we get ready to write and draft that essay. But also you should be aware that this is 1,200 to 1,500 words. This is a larger assignment, so therefore the qualifying first draft will be larger too at 80%. I believe that puts it roughly about 1,000 words. So I have an overview here where I talk about the Murray and Unger arguments. You may want to read these particular bullet points and some of the questions to give you a guide for completing discussion board number 11. So let's get to discussion boards. I'll talk about discussion board number 10. Here is kind of an introductory discussion board post where I want you to reflect upon your problems so far with higher education. So I say, for your initial post, reflect on the good and not so good experiences in higher education. No doubt that COVID-19 has changed how we all experience learning in college, but take a moment and think about all the components in negotiating college. What's been a problem? Okay, now remember, this is not a complaint board here. Okay, this is identifying a real problem. This can be anything from cost to working or even finding a quiet place to study at home, which I know challenges a lot of students, especially if they have younger brothers and sisters. So I'm looking for 250 to 300 words, and then of course the two responses, right? Everybody should remember the two responses. And then once again, the discussion board 11 is the conversation between Murray and Unger. All right, each one takes opposing views of a college education and who should go to college and the benefits of a college education. Both are interesting reads, so you're going to want to make sure that you go through those articles, highlight them, circle some of the important points. And then, because this particular post is about 300 to 350 words, so it's a bit of work there to write those posts, right? And of course, your two responses. So this is the activity for week number 9, the 2 posts to get everything started. Let me get back up to the announcements here. If you have any questions about the post or about the readings, or if a link doesn't work, please be sure to send me an email. I am recording this on Sunday night, and I just want to make sure to remind everybody that SA2 final draft is due tonight, end of day. All right. So that being said, good luck. Stay safe.